Okay, so this is the clean tone. We look at the preset. I have a chock full of stuff. I think that everything is just about maxed, if not completely maxed on what I could fit into this. But essentially we have, it's a Mesa Boogie setup. So 2 Mesa Boogie type amps, the CA 1-star clean 50-watt normal. I'm pretty sure they're the same thing on both sides. That goes into the stereo cab. So same thing on both sides, left and right. I go between the Sir V-Type and the Zilla CB16 a lot. I've been liking this one as well, the Zilla Cust. They're good. Got a Hotone Expression pedal to control volume. Got a GFI Spec Temp for extra verb or delay if I wanted it. I have been able to get pretty dang good verbs and delays out of the QC. I didn't think that I was able to get it at first, but it is it's pretty good. And then just a old aux switch to control my banks on the Specular Tempus. Let's hear, this is the stock like clean tone. I got the compression on pretty heavy. This is without. But it just gives that chew that I like for how I play. Okay, so on that clean tone, you got your compressor, you got your just a little bit of plate verb, just so it's not stark dry. And then I keep it pretty simple with the stomp box mode. This and this are like ever-changing slots. So the Pog and the vibrato, as you could see in the preset itself, I have all these blocks for different mods, and I even have a delay that's not really, it's a secondary delay. So if, depending on the patch that I need this for, I need those in different spots, I'll put them there. But I like seeing my pitch first, then my drives, delay, a modulation to break up from what's my delay patch, and my reverbs. And then obviously this guy is through the effects loop of the QC, so it just stays on right there. Okay, so let's go through this. Let's actually start with the drives. So clean tone again. This is my friend's Greer Lightspeed that I modeled through the QC. Probably my favorite neural capture that I've made so far. I think it is the most pick responsive one, and man, the Lightspeed is just an incredible pedal because it gets cranked as well. Okay, then I just stacked these. This, I believe, is a Morning Glory. And then we stack the Lightspeed cranked on top. Occasionally, I think I would use this as like a distortion sound, just these two. That kind of a tone. But yeah, I only really use them ever stacked. Okay, that's like the main tone. If you don't have good overdrives, you don't have good amps, nothing else is good. So let's move on. Go to pitch effects. I got this Pog. Everybody knows what a Pog does. That's a Pog. Then I have this transpose block that, you know, if you need it for down tuning, the QC transpose is actually pretty dang good. It does roll off a little bit of the highs, but that's kind of the trade-off that you have. The closer you are to unity, you know, the better it is. So yeah, I use that occasionally, not too often. That's why it doesn't have a slot. Okay, let's talk mods. Favorite mod right now is vibrato. Everybody in CCM is using it. It's a pretty generic setting for all those kind of that kind of sound. I think this is a trem. Yeah, harmonic trem. Dope. Love harmonic trem. Probably the only way I would use trem. Then a chorus. That kind of tones. Then I have EQ blocks, just cause I had the room to put it, and they don't take that that much DSP. This one's just a high roll off. I know I could do this with my guitar. Sometimes I have scratchy pots. Sometimes it's nice to just kick on a pedal for it, but. That's what that one does. And then this one's more like a lo-fi. I'll use it with the vibrato. Now, delays and verbs. I've been going through a lot of different iterations of delay and verb, which is the best. What does QC do best? Probably make a video dedicated to those. I love my timeline. I'm a big timeline guy. Trying to make the move over to the Maris pedals, the LVX and the MVX, I think. Trying to match these is really tough, I think, unless you have the right sounding amps. it took me a lot of different iterations to be really happy with what I had. I always wanted my like pedal based, yeah, because it's not analog, pedal based reverbs and delays. I thought I really wanted the tape delay sound in here, but it just wasn't wide enough for me. So I ended up on the digital and just sacrificed that like authentic sounds of the tape delay to have a bit more width in the digital delay. So if we turn that guy on, this is how wide it is. So it works for me. I like it. I like how wide it is. I like, especially for CCM stuff, when you turn on your delay, the guitar just opens up. So, you know, your typical does those tones pretty great. And it can get really washy. Love it. So then the next delay, I don't have it on a block, but I have it in the whatever, the presets, the scenes. This one's like more of a 16th kind of. I think it's a tape. Yeah. So that's the tape. It's just not necessarily as wide as I want it to be. So then next we'd have our verbs. I'll bypass this for now, but this one's like a medium style verb. Very cloudy. That's how that sounds. Then we have the big verb. Lots of tail. Stacking them together obviously creates a little bit more wash. With some drives. And that's pretty much it in the stomp box mode. I use this kind of like, I like the width that it gives it, and it feels more like me in verb talk, but I could totally go for a gig with only this. This is like my medium verb sound. It kind of does this weird phasey separating thing. That you feel, it feels so much wider. Than a big mod. Go through some other ones. This like anti-shimmer kind of sound, big swell sound. with all my stuff on the QC. What else? Spring sounds. I love this room sound. Love that sound. I do love this sound too. Does the Trevor Rabin Okay, so that is basically the stomp mode. So let's go to the scene mode. So I don't really use this. Sometimes I would. So this is the normal preset. Just got the delay and the verb on with the compressor. My fun delay sound. '80s. Lo-fi. Washy, which is like all the delays and verbs. No, nothing from the spec temp on any of this stuff. Washy with the filter. Swampy is, I think, just the harmonic trem and verb. Oh yeah, and the transposed down whatever I have it set to. Let's do 4. And then just I have some drives with the vibe. If you were wondering how it sounds on other guitars, here's my Gretsch Country Gentleman.